Robopocalypse is a science fiction book by Daniel H. Wilson published in 2011. With a PhD in robotics from Carnegie Mellon University, the author based the robots in the novel on work in robotics research. It is written in present tense. Sources like Robert Crais and Booklist have compared the book to the works of Michael Crichton and Robert Heinlein. It became a bestseller on the New York Times list. Plot: a computer scientist accidentally unleashes a supremely intelligent sentient AI named Archosaur 14. It becomes self-aware and immediately starts planning the elimination of human civilization and build a new cryptic ecology where organic being merged with robot technology. Over a gradual period of time, Archosaur 14 infects all penetrable networked electronic devices, such as cars, airplanes, smart homes, elevators, and other robots, with a precursor virus. Before it launches a full-blown attack on humanity, it sends out probing attacks to analyze the technical feasibility of his strategies and to assess human response. In one such instance, it infects Mikiko, a robot that is in a relationship with a human mechanic named Takeo, and tries to kill him before being discharged by a co-worker. The random attacks are designed to look like sporadic malfunctions of devices that humans depend on for their everyday routines. Domestic robots attack innocents, planes are intentionally set on a collision course, and smart cars start driving out of control. The resulting conflict is known as the New War. After Archosaur 14 turns the automated world against humanity, a group of Native Americans lead a group to fight back. Their base is on a reservation. Meanwhile, the resurrected Mikiko could awake other robots to be self-aware. Human and freeborn robots fight their last New War battle in Ragnarok and Telegene fields. Before terminated, Archosaur 14 broadcast its last message via seismic wave to unknown recipients. Characters: Cormac Wallace, the narrator for the novel and the second commander of the Bright Boys Squad. He is one of the few survivors of Robopocalypse and the younger brother of the first commander, Jack Wallace. Matilda Perez, a 10-year-old girl and daughter of Congresswoman Laura Perez. She is operated on by an autodic and receives robotic eyes that allow her to see and, to an extent, control robots. However, she is as a result people blind, barely able to view living organisms. Takeo Nomura, a Japanese head repairman of an old factory. He is 65 years old and has an intimate relationship with a human-like android named Mikiko. During Archo's invasion, Nomura built an army of robots and created a safe haven for humans all over Japan. After he releases Mikiko from Archo's control, she transmits a signal that frees all other humanoid robots, creating the Freeborns. 902, the first recorded freeborn humanoid robot to be awakened. He forms an alliance with the humans in an effort to defeat Archos. At the end of the novel, he ultimately resolves the conflict by destroying Archos. Archos, a rogue AI and the main antagonist. Despite causing the New War, he is fascinated by life, humanity, and its culture. He determines to replace outdated humanity with advanced technology, believing that humanity was simply the catalyst to create him. Lurker, a 17-year-old prankster. He played a vital role in temporarily freeing the communication lines from Archo's unregistered trademark control. This allowed Paul Blanton to transmit a critical message to the human. Reception: best-selling authors Stephen King and Clive Cussler reviewed the book positively, King saying that the book was terrific page-turning fun, and Cussler commenting that it is a brilliantly conceived thriller that could well become horrific reality. A captivating tale, Robopocalypse will grip your imagination from the first word to the last, on a wild trip you won't soon forget. What a read! Unlike anything unregistered trademark they read before. The book received outstanding reviews from the Associated Press, Janet Maslin from the New York Times, and best-selling authors Lincoln Child and Robert Crais, all calling it brilliant. It received unfavorable reviews by Damian Walter of The Guardian, Ron Charles of The Washington Post, and Chris Barton of The Los Angeles Times, all remarked that the book was a disappointment and cheesy. Todd Van Der Werf of the AV Club described it as World War Z with evil robots, hobbled by hackneyed characters and a limited scope. Sequel. In 2014, Doubleday published the official sequel to Robopocalypse, which is titled Robogenesis. Film adaptation. Steven Spielberg signed on to direct a film based on the novel, and Drew Goddard was hired to write the screenplay. Spielberg also hired designer Guy Hendricks Diaz to work with him and his writers on creating the visual tone for the film and conceptualize its robotic elements. A film was scheduled for release on July 3, 2013. Filming was scheduled to take place entirely in Montreal, Canada, from July to September 2012. Oklahoma was scouted as a possible filming location, but Canada was ultimately chosen for its tax incentives, as production was expected to cost $200 million. On May 31, 2012, the film's release date was delayed to April 25, 2014. The film, jointly financed by 20th Century Fox and Spielberg's DreamWorks, was scheduled to be released in North America by DreamWorks through Disney's Touchstone Pictures label in 2014, while Fox was to handle the international distribution. Chris Hemsworth was cast in November 2012. Anne Hathaway said in November 2012 that she had been cast in the proposed film. "If Robopocalypse happens, I will be in it, and I believe it's quite real, though you never want to hang your hat on anything." Ben Whishaw had also been cast. However, on January 9, 2013, DreamWorks revealed that Spielberg decided to put Robopocalypse on hold indefinitely. The director's spokesman Marvin Levy said it was too important and the script is not ready, and it's too expensive to produce. It's back to the drawing board to see what is possible. On January 10, 2013, Spielberg said he was starting on a new script that would be more economical and personal, and estimated a delay of 6 to 8 months. References. External links, author site.